This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, we have highlights from all 8 state basketball title games from Sacramento, including the boys D1 final with the Logan Colts, Campolindo in the D2 game, and the Bishop O'Dowd girls going for a state title in Division I.
We conclude our series this season with Pinewood girls basketball as the Panthers play for a state title, and we'll show you the rim-rattling dunks of the year. 49ers Cal High Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We'll spend much of tonight at the Golden One Center in Sacramento for the state basketball championships. 8 Bay Area teams made it to the state finals.
Really awesome. Our first final game features the University Red Devils from San Francisco, who have won 8 games in a row to get to the Division III final game. That includes 2 double overtime games in the NorCal tournament. The Red Devils looking to bring home a state title Friday afternoon. North Bay Sports coverage is brought to you by South County Chrysler of Marin. The University Red Devils with the stands packed full of fans pumped up for the D3 state title game. The La Jolla Country Day Tories off to a great start. James Hapgood with the lay-in to end the first 17-3. Second quarter, Max Freed to Christian Hang for a beautiful 3 for the Red Devils, but University trails by 20. Freed here forcing his way into the paint for a lay-in. Round and round and round it goes for the Red Devils. 32-18 Tories. The Tories get the rebound. Ryan Langborg puts it away, and La Jolla leads it by 16 at the half. The Red Devils keep on fighting. Charlie Moore finds Charlie Kennedy in the corner for the 3-ball to cut the deficit to 11. University bringing another basket. Moore with the floater as the Red Devils cut the big lead down to just 8, but it's all Tories from there. Sam Coleman with the rebound and putback. Buzzer beater to end the third quarter, and it's 51-29. Into the fourth now, Langborg to Jason Taylor to bring it home for the Tories as La Jolla Country Day goes on to win at 67-39. The University Red Devils ending their season with an outstanding 26-10 record.
The Menlo Knights looking for their 4th state championship in school history. Rolling Hills goes up early with the putback from Clarice Akuwafu, but then the Knights go on a tear. Avery Lee bumps off a defender, basket is good, and she gets the and 1. And then it's Lee finding Coco Layton beyond the arc. Coco puts 3 on the board, and Menlo goes up 13-5. A minute later, Maya McConey keeps the Menlo hot streak going with a 3-pointer at 16-6 Knights. 3 minutes left in the half. Rolling Hills on the fast break. Layton stands her ground and gets the charge. Momentum Knights. Danielle McNair receives the ball beyond the arc, and it's a 34-25 Knight lead at halftime. Third quarter, Layton gets it from Avery, and it's 3 more points for the Knights. A sophomore would finish the night with a double-double, and Rolling Hills would keep it close, though. Madison Yamanda hitting for 3, and then it's Yamanda getting it to Alyssa Maxey, both finishing the night with double-digit scoring, but Menlo holding on tight to their 4-point lead. Freshman Sharon Nahad laying it in. Sharon also finishing the night with a double-double, and finally, Avery driving and going with the scoop shot. 2 of her 15 points on the night, and Menlo celebrates its 4th title in school history. The win coming behind strong performances from Lee and Layton. We spoke to Coco after the victory.
Pretty incredible. I mean, I'm just so proud of all of us. You know, we really pulled through. This has been a really great season, so super excited. And I think like that desire to keep playing together and win, that's what's really allowed us to win in these really close games. And I think that's what's really important.
DJ Leaks and the Oakland High fans repping the Lady Wildcats as they face McFarland in the D3 state finals. Oakland grabs an early lead. Morgan Dunbar to Mariana Trahan to May Alexander to Kira McCoy in the corner for 3. And you know what they say about defense. Wildcats are here to win a state title. Alexander with a big denial. Oakland High attacking the 3-point line in the first quarter. To Lara Kearney kicks it out to Dunbar. Swish. Wildcats up by 1. Second quarter, McFarland keeping pace with Oakland. Kathy Rodriguez to Nelly Diaz to Julie Hernandez in the paint for 2 to give the Cougs the lead. But Oakland answers. Kearney finds Dunbar, And the senior nails the deep three to regain the 12-10 lead. Close game in the second quarter. Angie Gonzalez drives into the key and kicks it out to Shania Perry, who hits from downtown. But Oakland takes the lead to close the first half. McCoy muscling to the rack and finishing. The Wildcats 26-22 heading back from the locker room. Here's McCoy going up strong for the lay-in. And now it's Jada Washington and Dunbar on the double team. Dunbar picks up the loose ball and heads to the rack for the lay-in. The Wildcats pull away in the fourth. Alexander feeds it to Dunbar in transition. She takes it home to give Oakland the 8-point lead. Keep passing it to Dunbar. She is on fire. Kyra Pearson to Dunbar. She takes on some contact and finishes at the rack. OH leads by 12. Here's one more for good measure. Dunbar hitting Pearson beyond the arc, and it's good. High captures its first girls basketball state title in school history. Celebratory group hug. What a season for the Wildcats. The final score 51-35. Dunbar with a game-high 20 points. We talked with her after the game.
Knowing that we have mostly babies, for the babies to step up and really help us, they really help us a lot, because without them, I don't know where we would be. Everybody works so hard, and everybody put in their full potential, and we're champions in the end.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Rikus Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Yeah, Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are your players of the week. He's the ballin' out captain, ready to ignite. It's Mission High senior guard, Ben Knight. He got the kind of shot many inquire about. Not even the recent wet weather's putting Ben's fire out. Nope. 4 steals, 29 points, 11 dimes. Help to keep his team's NorCal playoff push alive. Yeah. How about another senior, Michaela Edwards? Okay. The way she shoots it, she makes the nets burst. Whooping for Salesian, she leads her network. The Pride got a markswoman, 3-point expert. Hitting 5 trays and corralling 6 boards. Dropping 23 points like it was drawn up on the clipboard. Her jumper's in a jet stream, ready for takeoff. Beating Mitty to advance in the NorCal playoffs. Yeah, Rikus Center, Cal High Sports. These are your players of the week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
A Jones fracture is a fracture of the 5th metatarsal of the foot and is common in sports, especially basketball and volleyball, with running and jumping on a hard surface. Usually the athlete feels a sudden pop and pain on the outside of the foot during impact. Sometimes athletes may recall a few-month history of ache or soreness prior to the acute pop. X-rays will usually show the fracture, but MRI can be useful to check for a stress reaction, a precursor to fracture. The area of fracture has limited blood supply, so healing can be a challenge if just treated with a cast. For this reason, treatment in athletes usually involves screw fixation across the broken area with return to play in about 8 weeks.
Coming up, our first block construction blockbuster game, it's Bishop O'Dowd going for the D1 title.
And the amazing acrobatic dunks of the year. These great athletes are U.S. Bank Inspirational athletes. That's up next.
Each day brings new possibilities. That's why you need a partner dedicated to helping your company reach its goals. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
If you have had hard times or you're experiencing trials and tribulations in life, we understand and we want to help. If you have had previous car problems or unresolved credit issues, whether you are parting ways or just starting over, we have a program to get you back on track, back on the road to the promised land. You owe it to yourself. If you have the will, we have the way. So call us today. Start something new.
Touch and go.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the girls Division I bracket in the state tournament. This one featuring the outstanding girls from Bishop O'Dowd.
The Dragons taking on Rosary Academy from Fullerton in our block instruction blockbuster game, and our Kiara Biagini was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
The Bishop O'Dowd Dragons are having a dream season despite battling many injuries during the regular season, but all 5 starters are healthy and looking for that perfect end to an already amazing season. BOD took the league and section title, now time for state. The Dragons are led by young talent freshman Amaya Bonner and sophomore Kennedy Johnson, the team's leading scorers. Repping the South, the 26-8 Rosary Royals are stacked with talent, including 5'8 junior Nicole Rodriguez, a sharpshooting guard with a lethal 3-point shot. In the D1 State Championship, it's Rosary Academy and Bishop O'Dowd in our blockbuster game!
The Dragons come out ready to play. Jada Holland finds Kennedy Johnson down low. First shot off, but the sophomore sticks with it and puts it back up for the first bucket of the game. BOD playing both sides of the court. The Royals look for the lead, but Holland stuffs the shot. The Dragons continue to attack the paint. Holland gives it to Kayla Hankins, who goes up strong for 2, but Rosary just too strong on offense. Watch Nicole Rodriguez with the nice spin move and jumper off the glass. Next, it's Asia Avenger pulling up and sinking the long ball. You're going to want to keep an eye out for her. Royals lead by 5, but BOD right there with them. It's Hankins to Amaya Bonner, and the freshman floats it in. Here's Holland taking this one herself. She puts it up for 2. O'Dowd keeps it within 5. The Dragons working hard on defense to stay in this one. Jenna Kilty gets in great position and takes the charge. But the Royals continue to hit, shooting over 50% from the field in the first half. Here's a Kaylee Santos tray. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Holland hits Johnson in the paint, and despite good coverage, she puts it away. But Rosary pulls away at the end of the first half. Avenger with some crazy ball control. She is the real deal. Boner not giving up, working hard in the paint for 2, but Avenger is just unstoppable. The junior muscles to the rack, is fouled, and on her way down somehow gets the shot to go. The Rosary Royals win at 75-58, but a great season for O'Dowd. Here's Holland with a few words after the game.
Not everyone makes it to state. There's a lot of teams who want it but don't have it. I think O'Dowd is really big for being known by their sports and everything, and I just think it's a great opportunity to be able to represent O'Dowd and do the things that we love with the people that we love every day.
In Sacramento with our blockbuster game, I'm Kiara Biagini, 49ers Cal High Sports Report. Each week, U.S. Bank brings us inspirational athletes who perform better than all the rest.
This week, we are inspired by the rim-rattling, high-flying dunks of the year. So our Dunk of the Year performed by Keyshawn Johnson, who is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be human, inspire, and be inspired.
Each week, South County Chrysler and U.S. Bank brings us the Coach of the Week award. This week's Coach of the Week is Steven Pizzola from Salesian. The Pride picking up a huge win in the NorCal semifinals last week to advance to the title game.
Another great season for the Salesian girls earned Steven Pizzola this week's Coach of the Week award. Well deserved. Coming up, the girls' D4 title game with the Bulldogs from Oakland Tech.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Girls Basketball Power Rankings.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
Steam to get in on Miller. It's just him on his right foot. The chip back post. Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Goal, San Jose! The captain!
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families, for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
We're from University High School. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the Oakland Tech Bulldogs, the runner-ups in the Oakland League, making a nice run through the playoffs to make the state title game.
The Bulldogs taking on Northview from Covina on Saturday morning.
The Oakland Tech Bulldogs looking for their first state title in 15 years, taking on Northview. This game was Oakland Tech all the way. The Bulldogs playing great defense. Rakia Reed with the steal, and Reed will not be stopped, driving to the rack and burying a tough shot. OT up 8-2. More Bulldogs toss it out to Nalaya Carminer, who nails one of her 2 threes in the game. Stephanie Okoye had a monster game for Oakland Tech. This one of her 7 blocks in the game. Now watch as Stephanie takes it the length of the court and finishes nicely, giving Oakland Tech an 11-2 lead. And here she is again, Okoye with the steal, and all the way to the rim. Quickness, strength, and finesse all in one play. Final seconds of the half now. The pass goes up ahead to Jordan Smith, who lays it in, just beating the buzzer. 27-16, Oakland Tech at the half. More of the same in the second half. Great rebounding by the Bulldogs. Reed with the board and the putback. And now on the run again. Smith driving, then pump fake in the lane. Oakland Tech with a commanding 18-point third quarter lead. Now Smith to Carmina for 3. That's good. OT with 5 3-pointers in this game. Great play here now as Okoye gets the block. It goes to Tiffany Sue, back to Okoye. No one's going to stop her. Okoye with 16 points in the game. Okoye now with another of her 24 rebounds in the game, tossing it out to Jordan Smith, who nails her third 3 of the game. 19 total points for Smith, who leads all scorers. One more time for Okoye, the steal, and coast to coast for the basket. Stephanie is just a junior, and she is really impressive. Celebration time for the Oakland Tech Bulldogs, who get the state title as Oakland and Oakland Tech make history as both teams from the same league win state titles for the first time ever. 55-27, the final score. Oakland Tech wins it.
It means everything for us to win. It's been 15 years since we won last state. We won back in 2004, 2005. So this is history. We just made history. That's right, baby. We just made history today.
For us to be here in Oakland, it represents strength, unity, as a team, as a whole, as a school, as a community. It's great.
One Hit Away brings us great advice on concussion prevention every week.
Here's Dr. Rhonda Maris with this week's tip.
An athlete's age and gender can influence the symptoms and healing of a concussion. Research shows that our brains are not fully developed physically and neurologically until the age of 25. So the younger the athlete, the more intense or frequent symptoms may occur, and the longer it may take to be less symptomatic and or heal. Data suggests female athletes sustain more concussions than their male counterparts. A major reason results from females not having the same head-neck muscle mass as males. Regardless of age and gender, it's important to recognize a concussion and treat it appropriately. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. It's the NorCal final game in the boys D2 bracket with Serra and Campolindo.
And later we conclude our series, The Season, with Pinewood girls basketball as the girls continue their run for a state title. We'll find out if they do it coming up.
Steve Greenwood's water pump repair business and Tri-Counties Bank have a history together. So when the chance to start a company that manufactures the parts he uses came down the pipe, he knew who to turn to. Branch manager Daryl Polkentine created a business line of credit, allowing flexible funding to start the company and fund initial manufacturing operations, maintaining a strong cash flow for his flowing enterprise. That service to be pumped about. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Sereno Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Sereno Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups, making a positive difference. Sereno Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Sereno Group, our community is your community.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Sereno Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. By the Rikus Center, where goals and dreams become a reality. And by Stanford Healthcare. We are back at the NBC Sports Studio with the South County Chrysler Game of the Week. This one, we're taking it back to NorCal's for the D2 title game.
That's right, the game featuring the Serra Padres from the CCS taking on the Campolindo Cougars from the NCS. The NorCal title on the line in our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
The Campolindo sixth man hoping to follow their team to the state championships with a win over Serra. The Cougars with a hot start, Emmanuel Callis with the pass to David Ahazi in the corner, and it's 6-0 Campo. Cade Reese for the Padres goes around and then pulls up in the middle of the key, 4-2. And then it's Parker McDonald driving to the rack and dropping it in. It's 10-8 Campolindo after one. Cade Reese driving through 4 Cougars and going in for the layup. Cade would finish with a team-high 16 points, but the Cougars were just relentless from start to finish. Aiden Mahaney pulls up for the 3 at the top of the key. Campo would take the 36-16 lead into halftime. Second half, it was the Mahaney brothers putting on a show. That's a Carter Mahaney jumper, and then here's Big Bro passing it to Little Bro. Aiden for the 3, 45-25 Cougars in the fourth, and then Carter just went on a tear. A fadeaway at the elbow for the swish, and I swear I'm not showing you the same highlight twice. Carter really likes that shot, and you know what he also likes? His team taking home the NorCal title. The Cougars are headed to Sacramento, and we'll have highlights from that game later on in the show, but first, here they are, the NorCal champions, the Campo Cougars! All right, we're talking to Carter Mahaney first. Way over here, Carter, 18 points. This is our MVP. Carter, it seems like you had this game from the get-go. Talk about that fast start you guys had.
I mean, we just came out ready. We knew they were a really good team, upset some good teams, upset the 1 seed, but we knew if we played our hardest, executed, that we could come away with the win, and that's what we did.
And it worked out, it for sure worked out. And then, did you know, at the start of this season, that you guys would be standing in this spot?
I mean, I didn't know that, but I knew we could. I knew we had the talent, I knew we had the coach, and we all wanted it, so we got here.
Awesome, thanks. And now we're gonna talk to his younger brother. This is freshman, Aiden Mahaney. It's a marathon, right? This is a marathon. What did you guys have to do to get to this point?
You know, I mean, we always put in time outside, and I mean, these guys trust me, I trust them, and we've developed a bond. And coach has been a good coach for us, and through that, I mean, we had goals at the beginning of the season to win league and to get to state and to win NCS, and we're not going to stop till we do those.
Nice. Stop till states, right?
Yeah.
Stop till states. All right, up next, David Ahazi. David, now your schedule had some top-notch teams on it from the start to the finish. How did that help you in the playoffs, making it to this point?
Prepared us well. I mean, we were ready for every game, so we knew coming into tough teams we were going to be ready, and we came out with high intensity. And you know, my teammates, you know, we did it all for the wins, Awesome,
thanks, David. They wanted me to say dubs only. Dubs only. Hey guys, take us out.
Once again this season, Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week we start the next phase of the Volunteer Award. All of our 27 winners will now be a part of online voting. The top 10 vote getters will then get to submit essays, and then 5 of those top 10 volunteers will split $10,000 in scholarship money.
Coming up, the final episode of the season with Pinewood girls basketball. Will the girls win it all? We'll find out next.
And later, the James Logan Colts continue their dream run with a spot in the state title game. This is 49ers Cal High Sports Report, and we'll be right back. Back at Levi Stadium, where all season long we've had a behind-the-scenes look at the Pinewood girls basketball team. We've had personal stories and exciting games, and now the season comes to a close.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? And this week, the Pinewood Panthers needed 2 wins to become state champions. The Panthers lost in the title game last year. Can the girls win it all this year? They start with the NorCal final. The season with Pinewood girls basketball is brought to you by Morgan Mano Shepler, your trusted Peninsula real estate agent, and by Chef Chu's, a Peninsula favorite for tempting innovative Chinese cuisine since 1970. Just moments after the Pinewood NorCal semifinal win, the girls find out who they will play in the semifinal game. Instead of a rematch of last season's triple overtime game with Mitty, the Panthers avoid a trip to the hostile Mitty gym. Instead, the Panthers host Salesian here at Gunn High School, just up the street from the Pinewood campus. Salesian features NCS Player of the Year, 6'5" USC-bound senior Angel Jackson. The team is calm and confident in the locker room before the game.
They're just coming over the greatest win in the history of their program. All right? The next game after that greatest win, they're going to play a better team and a more difficult team for them to play. They have the matchup to play Mitty. They have the personnel to do that. They don't have the personnel to beat you. Have a blast. Here we go. We're right there behind you. 1, 2, 3, compete.
The Panthers will enjoy a huge home court crowd, including Coach Anna Sterrett's 3 children, all the parents, and a crowd of excited Pinewood students. But the advantage at the start of the game goes to Salesian. The Pride scores the first 7 points of the game, Angel Galbraith hitting for 3 here. Clara Astra misses her first 3 shots of the game, but as Doc says, next one's in. Astrom hits from the corner. She finds her mark and never stops. Another long three for Clara, and the Salesian lead is cut to just 2. The game is tight throughout the first half. Annika Decker on that bad ankle drives and scoops it home. Astrom is on fire with her 4th three-pointer of the first half. Courtney Thompson then slices to the rack for the Pinewood Panthers, using her body to protect her shot from the defender, and it's a 1-point Pinewood lead. Hannah Jump does a great job keeping Jackson in check and scores when the Panthers need her most. Caitlin Leung hits a 3 just before the half, and the Panthers battle to a 1-point halftime lead.
Isn't that fun? I mean, it's just the best. It's the best. We have taken their best shot. Who's up 1.5? We are. So great job.
The Panthers missed their first 5 shots to start the second half, but good defense keeps them close. Astrom drives and scores to tie the game at 32.
Bang! Bang!
The Astrom 3 puts Pinewood up by 3. Astrom, out of her mind, nails another open three-pointer, and Pinewood has a 6-point lead.
This stop right here is crucial. This is it right here.
The Panthers get the stop as Courtney Thompson takes the charge for the second time in the game. The Panthers extend their lead as Astrom uses the space to streak past the defender, spinning into the lane for 2. It's 40-32 Pinewood, and now the Pinewood fans are starting to feel it. Caitlin Leung with a 3-pointer to give Pinewood an 8-point lead. Timeout Salesian.
So look, we're up 8, 4.5 to go. It's our game to win. Shave the clock down, get a good shot.
Hannah Jump hits a clutch 3 to seal the game, a hard-fought battle against a very good team. The Panthers go 13 for 15 from the free throw line and close out the game, winning by 15. From there, it's celebration time with smiles from the bench, lots of hugs as the starters come out early, and then anticipation as the game comes to an end. In the locker room after the game, accolades for Annika Decker with a gutsy performance on that bad ankle.
We don't win unless you're our point guard tonight. We don't win.
The Queen of Holland, Clara Astrom, is honored for not committing a foul in the game. She also had 27 points on 7 three-pointers.
Victory lap.
I mean, going to state, that's a dream. That's what we work for all season. And going back there again, we know what it's like. We know what to expect. And so hopefully there'll be a different outcome this year.
So the Pinewood girls advance to the final game in Sacramento. All the long hours at practice, all the hard work on the court and in the classroom leading to this one game. The sacrifices of a loving sister helping her special needs brother. A coaching mom splitting her time with a family at home and a family on the court. Loving parents opening their homes so these players can rest and have a good meal before a big game. And the injuries. Una Jovanovic tearing her ACL just 7 games into the season. Other teammates playing through pain, all for the ultimate goal of playing in the state title game. The state title weekend begins with a Friday bus ride to Sacramento. The team will practice how to beat their opponents' tendencies in the afternoon. Later, it's dinner at a nearby restaurant and time to relax and enjoy their teammates.
Fans, parents, student athletes, coaches, and officials, welcome to the 2019 CIF State Basketball Championship.
On game day, the players arrive at the arena 2.5 hours before the game. The bus drops off the players and coaches at the loading dock as the team gets a look at the arena where they lost in the title game last season and now have a chance at redemption.
This has been a great time for us. So we had a great couple of days, and now it's time to get to work.
The team waits for the boys champions in the previous game to leave the court, then the Panthers run on. The state final game is finally here. The team is relaxed and confident, playing very well during its NorCal playoff run. The game begins and Annika Decker drives to the basket to give Pinewood a 4-2 lead. But Sierra Canyon is hot from the start. Vanessa De Jesus hits a top-of-the-key 3 as the Trailblazers take the lead. The Blazers extend their lead as Ashley Chevalier drives and scores. The Panthers keep it close as Decker tosses down low to a cutting Caitlin Leung. The teams battle back and forth, but the Panthers fall further behind as the loose ball goes out to De Jesus for another 3. Pinewood trails by 4 after 1. In the second, Astrom races past her defender for 2, but the Blazers would lead by 6 at the half. After this Amanda Ollinger 3, down by 6, the coaches are still optimistic.
When you get a drive, it might not work. That's okay. You bring the ball back out, you move it to the other side, and then somebody's broken down the defense once again.
The Blazers go on a 9-0 run to extend their lead to 15 points to start the third quarter. Pinewood cuts the lead to 10 at the end of 3 as Courtney Thompson hits to beat the buzzer. But the Blazers extend the lead from there as the red-hot Blazers hit 10 threes in the game. The Panthers, realizing their dream of winning a state title this season is coming to an end. The final buzzer sounds as the Blazers celebrate and the Panthers look on, stunned by the defeat.
We have established a standard of excellence here in our program that all of us coaches are really proud of. And our seniors came in this year with a goal in their mind is getting back to this game and getting back to this game and winning this game. And we didn't achieve that goal. And who you are as people is something that I'll never forget. To see you walk away today with a loss is heartbreaking for me because you did everything beyond the call of duty to be great seniors, great teammates, and great athletes.
We loved you guys so much. We just know that next year is another opportunity to get back here and have a different outcome. We all know you guys can do it. You guys are amazing players and people, and we love you, and just know that next year is just another opportunity for you guys to just get better and grow as a team.
I don't know. It's hard for me to talk when I'm so pissed. I don't know. I really wanted this, and it's hard to go home now. But I just love all you guys so much, and coming to practice every.
We're going to be your friends for life. We'll always be your friend. We'll always love you. And that's the main thing of why you play sports.
What an incredible season for the Pinewood girls, who come up short in the title game, but they are NorCal champs and should be very proud. I am really proud of them and so honored and privileged to see so much of what went into this remarkable season throughout the season with Pinewood girls basketball.
To all the seniors, Clara, Hannah, Trinity, Caitlin, and Izzy, we wish you the best of luck in college and on your next adventures.
Absolutely. And if you would like your team featured in next year's The Season series, just give us a call. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. Give us a thumbs up on our Facebook page and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week. And go to our Instagram story right now for a chance to win this Trent Taylor signed mini helmet.
Very nice. We have a winner from last week's contest. Thomas Sanders is the winner of the Richard Sherman autographed helmet. Thomas is a tackle for the Del Mar football team. Coming up, our second block construction blockbuster game as James Logan takes on Chino Hills.
And later, Campolindo goes for a state title as the Cougars battle Colony when 49ers Cal High Sports Report returns.
Luxury real estate is far more than a transaction. It's about living the life you deserve. Morgan Mano Shepler with McGuire Real Estate knows a commitment at this level requires a rock-solid relationship with experts who truly understand each local community. Go to Morgan's website to learn more about available homes for sale, read Morgan's client testimonials, and request a complimentary home valuation. With Morgan's proven track record for success, her clients enjoy a complete concierge service experience from start to finish. Because anything is possible when you have the right agent.
Come on. Come on, Squirt.
Whatever your financial goals are, a U.S. Bank Wealth Management Advisor can help make them a reality. Talk to one today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
The Reicha Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Reicha Center offers a diverse community service program, allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements.
It's Truck Month. California's #1 volume dealer, South County of Gilroy, announces Jam to get a Ram. Hundreds of award-winning trucks are on sale. New Ram 1500 Eco Diesel with $18,000 off MSRP. New 2019 Ram starting at $23,988. Four-door trucks? Wow! New Ram 2500 Heavy Duty Diesel, $13,000 off. 2018 Pro City, just $16,888. Save over $9,000. It's time to jam to get a Ram in Gilroy.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves, for our families, for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
The James Logan Colts have had an exciting run this season, and it all comes down to this, the Division I state title game.
The Colts taking on the defending state champs Chino Hills in our second block instruction blockbuster game, and our Austin Maneely was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
It is the grandest stage in all of high school basketball as James Logan and Chino Hills battle it out for the Division I state title. Now the Colts return to the finals for the first time since facing off against Roosevelt back in 2017, but are now eager to capture their first ever championship here tonight. However, these Colts will have to get past a Chino Hills team who comes in ranked 16th in the nation while looking to take home back-to-back state titles. It all comes down to this because the road ends here for tonight's block instruction blockbuster game.
Sit back because this was a good one. Malcolm Stedman follows up a tipped shot for the reverse layup and the first 2 points. A couple seconds later, Brett Thompson drops his bomb all the way from Union City as the Colts take an early 5-0 lead. But it was a close battle at the start. Sam Keehan brings Chino Hills back in this game on this fast break to the rack for 2. And this man was a familiar face all night. Onyeki Okongwu powers his way inside as the Huskies pull ahead 10-9. Closing out the first, Malcolm Stedman answers back on a coast-to-coast drive to the bucket, and it's 17-16 Colts lead after 1. Second quarter, Okongwu kicks it out to his buddy Will Pluma, who pump fakes his shot and drains his 3-ball as the Huskies pull ahead. Chino Hills didn't slow down here in the second. Okongwu along the baseline, bear downs at the block and goes up strong for 2. Final minute of the second, and this was a nice play here. Nick Manorhall lobs it inside to Okongwu. Huskies lead 41-28. And Okongwu's momentum carried over into the second half as he would finish the night with 26 points and a double-double. But coming out of the shadows is the Colts. Gabriel Hawkins steps up to drain this jumper at the free throw line. Then less than 3 minutes left in the third, Brajan Thompson goes coast to coast for this and one. And you gotta love getting picked up by your teammates. And this journey wasn't over. Thompson takes this one to the rack. Oh, Brajan, you are unreal. Colts reduce the lead to 10. And he might go for another drive, but kicks it out to his cousin. And boing goes Brett Thompson, who hops his way for the lay-in. And that's what they call cousin love right there. The Huskies kept the lead late in the game with less than 4 minutes left. Will Pluma drains his 3, and he was just as surprised as I was that this shot went in. But right on the Huskies' tails comes the Colts. Oh, Gabriel Hawkins with the and one. Oh, no way. The Colts have clawed their way back to trail by 3. But Chino Hills would hang on late in the game as Udo Akobong SCN tips it back in to take home back-to-back state titles. But a well-fought battle by these Colts as Hawkins says he couldn't be more proud for his teammates.
Man, I'm so proud of them, man. Nobody thought we was going to be here, man. Everybody, all the articles, nobody thought we was going to be here, but we believed in us. And that was our group chat from the start. Our group chat was named Road to State, and when we got here, man, I couldn't be more proud of these guys.
In the state capital for the blockbuster game, I'm Austin Maneely, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Clara Astrom from the Pinewood girls basketball team. Clara going to Yale with a 4.4 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its boys varsity volleyball team on its 6-0 start to this season. The team returning all 6 starters from last year and has not lost a set yet. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here's this week's Adobe tip. Something that's very helpful with the Creative Cloud is the stock pictures and video footage available. If you need a great shot at a reasonable price, just type in what you want and you'll find a variety of shots or pictures to use. These are royalty-free and ready to place in your project. Just another way the Adobe Creative Cloud makes it easier for you to make team videos or highlight reels. Coming up, the boys Division II state title game as Campolindo looks to end their season with a win.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for boys basketball.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Sereno Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andry.
And we are both brokers with Sereno Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
Earlier in the show, we showed you the Campolindo Cougars win the NorCal D2 title, advancing to the state title game.
The Cougars, led by the Mahaney brothers, taking on a 31-5 Colony team from Ontario in the game played on Saturday afternoon. The Campo 6-man making the trip out to Sacramento to watch their Cougars play for a state title. Colony off to a fast start in the first minutes. Bretton Napper to Jacob Padilla, who gets the easy lay-in. Then it's Cedric Altman with the pass to Padilla. Padilla lays it up and in. It's 6-0 Titans in the early going. But Campo battles back. Aiden Mahaney on the bounce pass to his brother Carter, who shoots and scores from beyond the arc. And then the Cougars keep that attack going. The first shot is off, but right there for the offensive board is Emmanuel Callis, who gets the second chance bucket as Campo takes the 5-point lead after one. Campo continuing their offense in the second. Aiden passes to David Ahazi, who lays it in for 2. Then it's Callis kicking it outside to Aiden Mahaney, who fires and hits from 3-point land, but Colony trying to stay within striking distance. This is Altman making it splash from downtown. It's 26-19 Campo at halftime. The Cougars looking to pull away in the third. The first shot is off, but Callis fights his way for these second chance points. The Titans looking to keep pace with Campo. Napper dishes it out to Altman, who drills the shot for 3. It's 37-28 Cougars after 3 quarters. Campolindo begins a pull away in the fourth. Carter Mahaney attacking the basket and getting the tough shot for 2 points. And it's Carter with the pass to Callis, who goes for the tough lay-in over 3 defenders. 2 go. And the Cougars put the finishing touches on late. Aiden going to the rack and laying it in as Campo wins the state Division II title. Their first title in school history. Freshman Aiden Mahaney and sophomore Emmanuel Callis combining for 38 points.
What a great season for the Cupertino Pioneer boys basketball team.
The team celebrating its fine season by chatting with Shanberries from 99.7 Now at the Rikes Center this week.
We're here at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 Now, here with the guys of the Cupertino boys basketball team. That's what I'm talking about, boys. Skylar, you've been with the team for about 4 years now, and your career's coming to an end with this team, but what does this team mean to you, and how did your last season feel?
Man, this team means everything. Every single day coming into practice and games, man, I look forward to it every single day. I'm just so grateful that we got to play at the end of February that not many teams get to do, and we had a pretty good playoff run. And Yeah, I just wanted to shout out all of our loyal fans that came out to away games, and you guys know who you guys are, so I appreciate you guys for coming out to every game, and all the parents, and I love these guys, so thank you.
I bet you do. And John, we got to talk to you because you had an amazing game against Oakland Tech. You shot a game-winning 3. You guys were down. How did that feel once you won the game because of you?
Well, my coach trusted me to take the shot, so did my teammates. Ran a play for me. We executed it well. Richard Ranks had a great screen. I went to my left, got to my spot, and just let muscle memory take over.
Did you cry? I would have cried.
No.
All right, I believe you now. I love to end with traditions. Tell us some of those Cupertino boys basketball traditions.
So before the games, we like to keep it pretty loose. Kind of like mood before we start like having our pre-game conversation with our coach. We have like just kind of random conversations just to make sure everyone's like not super nervous. And then before the game starts, we make sure to dap everyone up to make sure we're like ready, focused, and ready to go.
Awesome. Well, you guys, congratulations to all my seniors. Good luck next year. I'm Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on the Fernando and Greg Show, 6 to 10 a.m. and then 10 to 2. Give it up for the boys of the Cupertino boys basketball team.
Tino on 3, 1, 2, 3. Tino!
DGGG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Pinewood girls basketball team. No one happier than these girls as they celebrate their NorCal title victory with their fans. Do you want to be as happy as Pinewood? Go to DGGG.com and be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikus Center.
Hey, I'm Juan Pablo. Today's training tip is anti-rotation press. Doran over here is going to demonstrate the exercise for us. We're going to start feet hip width apart with knees slightly bent. We're going to take the handle, line it up in front of our sternum, and then from there, bring it into your chest. Press out, hold for a second, and repeat. We usually do about 8 reps per side, making sure our feet stay about hip width apart. Good job, Doran.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep End of the Season Awards Banquet right here at Levi's Stadium on May 20th.
First off, we'll show you some very good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
First up, it's Asia Avenger from Rosary Academy. Nice dribbling and finish there. Stephanie Okawi blocks the pass and then goes coast to coast for Oakland Tech. Love it. And then we have Brett Thompson from James Logan with the pump fake and the up and under. Jada Holland from Bishop O'Dowd. Oh, what a block. Ouch, that hurt. Clara Astrom, she is fantastic in the paint. Watch the spin move and the finish. But Gabriel Hawkins wins the Play of the Week for this finish and one. Gabe Hawkins taking on a defender, getting the and one and the basket for the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week to meet our Players of the Year for the winter season. We'll see you then.